Spencer Dutton was born in 1923. At the age of 83, he is James and Margaret Dutton's youngest son. In addition, during the first season of the new show, we learned that you are well known and a hunter. Yes, he's the kind of person you'd call if you see a lion or two stalking your neighborhood. We also know how he got to be that way and what his legacy is now. And, it makes me feel some way. Hello, it's Billy Dukes, and this video will uncover a 1923 hidden treat that could change all that we pondered what planned to occur during Season 2 of 1923, which is set for the near future, right on time 1 year from now. Anyone who asserts knowledge is speculating. After this shock to the system, my co-host on the Dutton Rules podcast, Addison Hager, and I will appear to discuss Season 1 briefly and assign grades. How do you rate this show in comparison to Yellowstone in 1883? And what grade do you assign it? Comment below and consider subscribing for additional Yellowstone universe analysis and news. We also guessed, but will always tell the truth. Fans discovered that a whiskey decanter that John Dutton held in the 5th season of Yellowstone in 1923 was the same one that Spencer and Alex poured from in 1923. We produced an entire video about the link in the corner and in the description. That Easter egg is cute, but it doesn't really tell much. We still do not know the whole story there, with the exception of the suggestion that Alex is the grandmother of Kevin Costner's character. In an interview with Insider following the Season 1 finale, actor Brendan Sklenar revealed another Easter egg, this time that Spencer carries a knife on his hip because he is a hunter. It turns out that's the same knife that Elsa, his older sister, received from Sam the Command. Indian she is. She gets married in 1883. Of course, we are aware of Elsa's fate. Peace be with you, little girl. That, in my opinion, is the most tragic death from all 3 series taken together. That requires its own discussion. It is Spencer's own tribute to her. It was Sklenar's idea, he claims. Even though they had never met, he wanted to demonstrate the influence his older sister had on him. In addition, it is intended to imply that the local indigenous people taught him how to hunt and track. Things don't look good for this Dutton if you believe in fate. Let's just be honest, shall we? Since none of the Duttons from the James and Marge branch have yet to do so, betting on any Dutton living past the age of 50 would be foolish. To learn how they died, you can tap on the video in this corner. A substantial amount of evidence has been provided to those who believe that creator Taylor Sheridan is making us fall in love with Spencer and Alex with the intention of crushing us, as he did with Elsa. Basically, this is me in the future. Have you seen any additional Easter eggs? Send us an email or a comment down below. In order to include grades in this Season 1 wrap-up, we turn on the cameras and may use your comment or theory in an upcoming episode of Dutton Rules, which can be found wherever you podcast. Sterling Whittaker, a 3rd member of our team, gave the season an A, which is better than B+. He presented Yellowstone's 5th season. I didn't give as much. Separate locations, in my opinion, hampered our ability to fully get to know any character, particularly Jacob and Kara, and took away from the show as a whole. I didn't think Harrison Ford disappointed me in the least. His character, for example, was almost secondary. Character which comes as a bit of a shock. Alex and Spencer were kind of opposites. We invested a great deal of energy with Spencer and Alex, however I would contend perhaps excessively much time sooner or later. I think, okay, let's just get him home. They've been here 8 episodes, and they keep running into the same problems. I realize that Taylor Sheridan needed to make this 2 full seasons, and I concur that this merits something other than 8 episodes. He couldn't have told the whole story in 8 episodes, for example, but I'm not sure he needed 16 episodes. The 112 episode season might have been the key to compressing some of this action, in my opinion. We have an AB, so I'll take an A-. The timepiece that we are in and the transition to more industrial products are 2 things that I adore. It has also been fun to watch Kara and Jacob when they went to town. Seeing that there was a washing machine and something called a refrigerator, and just kind of watching the change with cars and everything else. That really pleased me. However, Billy, I concur with you as well, so why not give it an A-? Even though you are aware of how much I adore Spencer and Alex, I did reach a point where I thought, all right. Again, we are on it for the entire season, but they have not yet traveled to Montana. We are still attempting to reach a point where I believe it amounts to beating a dead horse. A little bit of, okay, we understand. You're attempting to return home, and I think we could have shed a little more light on your situation. Having Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford, two well-known actors in the show, I did expect them to have more of a presence. Poor Jacob just wanted to get better and stay alive.